Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 1 year anniversary of Big Rob's Little Podcast, where unfortunately we had technical difficulties during the first try at the stream. Uh, we got Sean, my cousin, here today for the
Thanks
1
for
year anniversary
thanks for
special.
having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being on. Um, wow, 1 year since Big Rob's Little Podcast started. Crazy to think. We're now at the 28th installment of Big Rob's Little Podcast. As you can see, for the name of the podcast, I didn't add the words Big Rob's Little Podcast just because you guys already know what it is. The number also doesn't really matter anymore either. I'm just going to be putting in the title what we're talking about on uh, that podcast, um, future podcast, obviously. Enough of that, though. Let's get underway. It's Royal Rumble weekend. That always starts out with NXT TakeOver. They're in Philadelphia this weekend, so obviously it's named NXT Takeover Philadelphia. So we'll get right off by discussing the matches on the card and what our predictions will be. First match we have is Cassius Ohno, the Knockout Artist, going up against the Velveteen Dream. Sean, what is your thoughts and what's your prediction?
I'm gonna have to go with Cassius Ohno because I seen him before. He was known as Chris Hero, and he was at the one Smash Wrestling show I went to, and he was really good there. So yeah, I wanna see him win the match.
Okay, I agree with you. Cassius Ohno is really great. I also seen him Smash Wrestling back when they were in Fort Erie. Um, Cassius Ohno has become one of my favorites in NXT for sure, and I'm not really a huge Velveteen Dream fan, honestly. Whether I get criticized on that or not by anybody, that's okay because well, it doesn't matter to me really. Cassius Ohno is uh, is huge in my eyes. I mean, like he's one of my top favorites. Moving on though, seeing that Velveteen Dream went up against Aleister Black at NXT TakeOver War Games, my rather him. I don't I don't see Velveteen picking up the win this time either at TakeOver. Throwing that out. Moving on, we have Aleister Black versus Adam Cole, baby, in a Extreme Rules match. NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. This is going to be a great match. Both the superstars in the match are top talent, top tier guys. Um, these two are also my favorites in NXT, so it's going to be hard to choose a prediction for me. I kind of want to hear what Sean has to say before I make my prediction.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with Adam Cole, baby. He was really good. I enjoyed him being in the Bullet Club on Ring of Honor before, so I enjoyed that. So I want to see what NXT has in store for him. So Adam Cole, baby, is my choice.
Adam Cole, baby, is not my choice, actually.
Oh,
Um, I mean, yes, obviously he's a great talent for sure. Uh, Not putting him down. His work in Ring of Honor was amazing for matches that I did catch with him in. Aleister Black, though, in my eyes, seems to be the next babyface in line being called up to the Royal Rumble match, possibly. That being one of my predictions um, for participants in the Rumble. With that being said, I also see this being since it's an Extreme Rules match, uh, this has all the um, potential to be match of the night, in my opinion. So, huge star-studded, star-caliber match. My prediction is Adam Cole comes up just a little bit short on this one, and Aleister Black winning the match, obviously. Um, Aleister Black coming off a win against Velveteen Dream back at TakeOver War Games. He's going to continue his dominance. TakeOver Philadelphia for sure. With that being said, moving on to the next match, we'll talk about one of the 3 championship matches of the night. We have the Authors of Pain, which are 2-time NXT Tag Champs, going up against the current NXT Tag Champions, Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, also known as Red Dragon from Ring of Honor. I don't see Undisputed Era dropping the belts anytime soon. They just won them off of Sanity. And Authors of Pain, I'm going to agree with Thomas, who was on Night of Wrestling last night with myself, Dylan Koros, and Connor Haywood. He was saying that Authors of Pain are probably going to be making their main roster debuts soon, whether it's tomorrow night on Royal Rumble, during one of the 2 tag matches, or maybe on Raw or SmackDown this upcoming week. Who knows? But yeah, like I said, my pick is Undisputed Era. I can't really do the Undisputed Era thing when they go like that, or if it's like the other way around where it's like that. I don't know, but let's see. Can I do it? That kind of looks like a UE. Sean, what's your prediction?
What were there 2 guys again? 2 matches happening? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. The 2 teams in that match are Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly going up against the Authors of Pain.
I'll have to go with Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and all them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're a great team. And,
great team. Yeah, I enjoyed watching Bobby Fish in Ring of Honor. He was pretty cool. So yeah.
For sure. All right. Next, of the second of 3 championship matches will be the women's championship match. We got Ember Moon, the current champion. She's going up against former UFC fighter Shayna Baszler. That's right, I mentioned UFC because that is the top end-all and be-all of the MMA world. Those who don't know, Shayna Baszler is also part of UFC, the Horsewomen, as they're calling it. And, all right, there. But no, Ember Moon has a great finisher. I like Ember Moon. I saw her live back when NXT came around to St. Catharines in September. I get to see her again in February on the 23rd. So does Sean this time. I don't see Ember Moon dropping the belt, even if it is Shayna Baszler. Sean, what's your thoughts?
Ember Moon. Enough said.
Fair enough. Finally, yeah, main event for tonight, I should say, not that. Andrade Cien Almas, the current NXT champion, going up against Johnny Wrestling. That's right, Johnny Gargano is in the main event. I'm becoming a huge fan of Johnny Gargano more and more as time progresses with him in NXT. Johnny Wrestling is pretty awesome. I gotta say, he's a great worker. Before I make my prediction, I want to hear what Sean has to say on this match.
I've never really watched these 2 guys much before, so I've never really followed NXT that much. But I've heard a lot of stuff from my cousin Robbie on Johnny Gargano and how good of a wrestler he is, and I think he's seen him at the last NXT in St. Catharines. I'm not sure. So
that is correct. Yes, I have.
So and I get to meet him, and like see him, I guess there, because I'm going to NXT. I don't personally think I'm going to meet him, but if I do, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Johnny Gargano on this match.
Okay.
My first ever NXT match or NXT show live event I'm going to, so pretty excited about that.
February 23rd, St. Catharines at the Meridian Center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my prediction though for the championship match tonight between Andrade and Johnny Wrestling, I'm gonna have to say, Tommaso Ciampa's been out for quite a while. Tommaso Ciampa being Johnny Gargano's former tag partner in DIY. I feel like he's gonna return tonight. He's been out for a long time already. Um, he's going to probably screw over Johnny Gargano, and Andrade's going to retain the belt. That's my prediction. Whether I'm right or not is a completely different story, but I don't know, it kind of makes sense to me. Also, there's going to be a couple of dark matches. Um, there's going to be a couple of dark matches filmed tonight for this upcoming Wednesday show, including Lacey Evans. I'm assuming she was a young classic competitor. She's going up against Nikki Cross from Sanity. Uh, that's going to be probably a great match. Nikki Cross is awesome, really awesome. um, and of course, they're going to also film TM61's return to the ring, and then also NXT returns to Atlanta's center stage for a full taping next Thursday, February 1st. That's all for NXT. Moving on to the main topic at hand, that being the Royal Rumble
match.
Not just the match, the whole event. But yes, it's going to be a great event. We have 3 pre-show matches announced for the card. Get right into it. Singles match for the United States Championship. It's an open challenge issued by Bobby Roode, the current U.S. champion. Sean, why don't you start us off? Who do you think will answer the open challenge, and who do you think will, in the end, win that match?
That's a really good thing. Yeah, Bobby Roode's. I enjoyed him when he was in TNA Impact Wrestling. He was Beer Money. I loved him. Enjoy that team. So I'm glad he's champion again. He was NXT World Champion. Now he's the United States Champion. So, and I gonna have to say, I want to see the masked luchador Sin Cara come out and accept the challenge.
Sin Cara, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then either Sin Cara or I want to see Mr. Perfect 10. Sin Cara or him come out and Ty Dillinger. Sin Cara or Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger, all right. And who would your prediction, though, for that match be?
Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger. I'd have to say, unfortunately, Bobby Roode, because I don't see him losing the belt, but that would be a good match for him to go against Ty Dillinger. And Sin Cara, I hope he wins the match if he does challenge him.
All right. I'm going to have to say, last night discussing this with the guys on wrestling, different names have been brought up. Connor wants to see maybe James Storm, or actually, I think it was Thomas who also mentioned that, saying James Storm comes back and makes the main roster debut and challenges Bobby Roode for the U.S. Championship because of their, obviously, team of Beer Money back in Impact. I don't necessarily see that happening. Other choices that I've thought about, Ty Dillinger is a good one, yes, I agree. Jinder Mahal possibly, because Bobby Roode just beat him in the finals of the tournament that they just had. Can't really think of anyone else really at the moment. Jinder's a good choice. Ty Dillinger's a good choice, but in the end, I see Bobby Roode retaining the belt, obviously, because he just won it, and I don't see him dropping it anytime soon. Okay. Moving on, though, now.
Yes, moving on.
Second match on the pre-show, we have the newly formed Balor Club members, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, going up against the Revival, Scott Dawson, Ash Wilder. That's going to be a great match. Obviously, I feel sorry for them because that's pre-show, not the main card. But regardless, you can't obviously fill the main card up with matches due to the fact that there's 2 Royal Rumble matches already taking place with 30 superstars in the ring because of the fact that it's, an hour-long or more for the Royal Rumble. So that's 2 hours taken up. Probably going to be probably a 4 hour show, but you know you got other matches to cover. So back to the topic at hand. I'm I love that they created the Balor Club now. The Revival's also a great team. I'm gonna say the Balor Club. The Gallows and Carl Anderson.
I'm going to have to go with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And I just want to say one thing that Connor likes saying all the time. Fuck the Revival. Fuck the Revival. That's what Cody Rhodes always said in Ring of Honor all the time. He was doing an interview the one time, and he out of nowhere he'd be like, "Fuck the Revival." It was funny, and then he just had like little gimmicks. Every time he'd do something, he would just bust out, "Fuck the Revival." That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the club on this one.
Okay.
Finn Balor all the way.
And finally, the third match on the pre-show is just a 205 Live 6-man tag match. We have the Luchadors of Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Gran Metalik. The Luchadors going up against the heel team of 205 Live, being TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak, former Enzo Train member.
Drew Gulak. What a guy.
The Luchadors just picked up a win on Raw this past week. I like TJP. He's probably one of my favorites in this matchup. I don't exactly remember who my pick for last night was on Night of Wrestling, who I chose to win this match.
I'm just going to have to go and say, Lucha, 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 all the way. Lucha's all the way. Luchadors all the way for me.
Luchadors. I remember that's what Connor went for too, and he said the exact same thing with the whole Lucha, like doing that. You know, I'm just gonna skip over this prediction because I don't exactly remember who my prediction was, and you can go check out Night of Wrestling to look at my predictions I made from last night. Obviously, they shouldn't be too different from tonight. So,
unfortunately, I wasn't able to be on Night of Wrestling. I'm kind of upset about that, but things happened and I had to go other places. So, but I'm on the podcast tonight and I'm happy.
Yeah, you're unavailable, so that's all right though. Moving on though, we got the first of two tag team title matches. We have a 2 out of 3 falls match between the current champions, the Usos, going up against what Dylan Poros called them the World's Greatest Tag Team 2.0 between Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. So Sean, with it being 2 out of 3 falls, what do you think is going to go down in the match? Do you think that we should see new tag champs, or do you think the Usos are going to keep the SmackDown tag division on lock?
I really do want to see Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable become champions. I want to see the gold standard become the gold standard again. With that being said, him holding a belt, if you guys don't remember, he was the gold standard before. He used to have blondish hair, so
yeah,
he was the United States champion at the time. And that's when he started calling himself the gold standard. So I want them to win, but I got a feeling that the Usos are probably going to figure out a way to retain. But I want I want to see new champs.
Okay. Yeah.
Robbie, what is your prediction?
I think we all agreed on Night of Wrestling last night that our prediction was the same of new champs, and I'm going to have to agree with you, Sean. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, they need to win. They were so close on SmackDown, but they obviously match turned around, and there's some shenanigans at the end of it. So the Usos ended up keeping their belts this time. I think obviously Shelton and Chad come out on top on this one, hopefully.
I'm not a huge fan of the Usos because they're like being heels right now. I'm not a huge fan of them being heels. I liked them better when they were faces because they were pretty cool. And then
Yeah,
I used to like their entrance before. Now I don't know. I just lost interest in them now.
fair enough. That's understandable. Um, we'll just talk about the second tag team championship match, and that's between the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, going up against Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. The Bar going for a three-peat themselves, if I'm not mistaken, because they were also two-time Raw Tag Champs. So this is um, this is huge. Um, you've got the current Tag Champs, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Can't really call them the Shield, because Jason Jordan's not an actual member, even though he, says that he's better than Dean Ambrose and crap like that.
Just wait till Dean Ambrose comes back.
Yeah, yeah, we're looking forward for a Dean Ambrose return.
You never know. He could return tomorrow
Eh, it's unlikely, but
if he heals fast.
yeah. Given the scenario, though, we might not see him for quite some time, but we we hope he has a speedy recovery, and we wish to see him back soon. That being said, though, my prediction: I don't like Jason Jordan. Not many people do. Um, the only reason why he's relevant right now is because he's partnered with Rollins and doing his angle with being Kurt Angle's son, um, legitimately, of course, and also trying to be that third member of the Shield, trying to get noticed. But the only reason he was noticed was because of being an American Alpha with Chad Gable, and I don't think they should have split them up. But I'm just rambling now.
Rambling on. That's all good though.
I know Sheamus is battling with an injury. He's not obviously out of action right now. Um,
He's basically dealing with the same thing that Edge had happened to him before.
yes.
He like bad neck injuries and stuff, so he might be forced in the future to retire.
Yeah.
I read about that, and my dad was telling me about that because he read about it online. So, so
Yes. Yeah.
I hope Sheamus doesn't have to retire, but if he does, I wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
Yeah. You just future endeavored him, but okay.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, to be real here, my prediction, I believe, was that the Bar become three-time Raw Tag Champs. They're growing on me a little bit. They're saying we don't set the bar, we are the bar. So they're gonna set that bar. They're gonna climb to get to that point, and they're gonna win the tag champs hopefully again tomorrow night. I don't see the angle with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan continuing. Obviously, animosity is going to break out between them two, and things are going to implode. And Rollins is just going to kick him to the curb with the curb stomp, possibly, pun intended. But yeah, so my prediction: the Bar. Sean, what's your prediction?
Okay, well, you're not gonna like my prediction. I actually am liking Jason Jordan. I'm liking the angle that's happening right now because before with American Alpha, he wasn't really getting anywhere far in life, and he wasn't doing much. So now he's actually doing something with his career, and he's champion right now. I know you're saying that it's only because of Seth Rollins, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one and say he's actually doing pretty good right now. So I'm gonna have to go with the Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
And I'm glad that he actually is Kurt Angle's son.
Okay. Regardless, moving on. We've got two more matches to talk about before the big two Royal Rumble matches. That being said, we'll talk about the Universal Championship triple threat match. We have the once in a lifetime well, not really dream match, but once in a lifetime, probably match you'll ever see this taking place with Brock Lesnar, the current champion, going up against the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman versus the Big Red Machine Kane. So this match
The
is
Demon
obviously
King, yeah.
dubbed the Beast versus the Monster versus the Machine. Um,
Or the Demon.
Huge match. Uh, Obviously, with this match being on the main card, this has all the potential of being match of the night for sure. Um, yeah. With that being said, um, my prediction for that match. I'd like to see Kane maybe have one more shot with the title before he ends up retiring at some point. I'm not saying he is or anything because never say never in the WWE, but he's getting up there in age, and also he's trying to campaign for becoming mayor of his district or whatever, or wherever he's living in,
Knoxville.
Knoxville. Yeah. So that'll be cool. Um, but if Kane doesn't win, if Braun Strowman wins, I'm okay with that. If Brock Lesnar retains. I don't see, I want to say I don't see Brock Lesnar dropping the belt at Royal Rumble. But if he does to either Kane or Strowman, then I'm okay with that too. Braun Strowman has been showing a lot as of late. He's getting better and better. Um, I'm surprised actually with the way Braun Strowman has been doing. My prediction: Lesnar retains, but if Strowman or Kane win, then I'm okay with that too. This is one of those matches where I don't mind who wins. But what's your prediction, Sean?
I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with my prediction being Braun Strowman, because
Okay.
Braun Strowman's doing really good as of late, and he's actually, in my opinion, I think he's actually stronger than Brock Lesnar. So
Yeah, he was throwing Lesnar around and put him through
yeah,
a
putting them
lot.
through tables and tipping over ambulances, tipping over transport trucks, freaking ripping down the one thing that they with a grappling hook knocked over on them. So yeah, I think Braun Strowman's, this is his night and this is his time to shine. Sorry, Kane, but I don't see you winning.
All right. And final match for the big two Royal Rumble matches, we've got the WWE Championship being defended in a handicap match. We have AJ Styles going up against who he calls Cammy. Obviously, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So I'm just going to call him Cammy for the time being now. I don't see AJ Styles losing the WWE Championship. I'll put that out there. But I want to hear, obviously, Sean's prediction before mine on this one because I seem to be taking precedence over some of the predictions. So, obviously,
It's all good. It's all good, bud.
Start with Sean. He can say what he has to.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go with AJ Styles on this one. I don't really like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn that much. Never really liked Kevin Owens, and my cousin can agree with me on this one. He knows that how I feel about him, so never liked him.
Sean has never been a fan of him.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to go with AJ Styles. He's actually doing really good as of late. So yeah, he's got his belt back. He's WWE champion again. Before that, he was U.S. champion. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm obviously on the other side of the spectrum about Kevin Owens. I personally think he's a great worker. He has huge talent, of course. Sean thinks that's quite funny.
Sorry about that. I just got to laugh about that. Sorry.
Personally, I don't see AJ dropping the belt, and I'll tell you why. Obviously, with my prediction for the Rumble too, this will set up a match for Mania, and also Kevin Owens is dealing with an injury. obviously, it's written in the storyline that he was put in the calf crusher a minute into the match and tapped out, and it looks like he was obviously favoring uh, one of his two legs there, his ankles or calves or whatever. One of his calves are sore and whatever.
His cankles.
Sure, calf and ankles. Uh, anyways, no. My point at hand though is he looked like he was struggling to walk out of there after that match. But, what he's really dealing with is a back injury, though. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure we'll still see him in the match regardless. But they would have announced that he wasn't going to be in the match if it was serious. But I mean, I don't understand out of it. So the match is going to stay the same. My prediction, though, AJ Styles retains. And why I say that is also, like I said, because it sets up the match at WrestleMania that it's rumored to be my pick for the Rumble. Shinsuke Nakamura going up against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. So yes, I just gave my prediction for the men's Royal Rumble. Now, before I let Sean make his prediction, I'm going to let Sean know who's in the Rumble, who has been announced as of yesterday. Starting with, obviously, announcements being made. December 18th was Elias. And then SmackDown on December 26th had Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. January 1st, we had two announcements, one being free agent John Cena, along with Finn Balor. That being said, with Finn Balor, on the promotional poster, he has his demon on. So will we see the demon or will we see the normal Finn Balor? Also, we have Baron Corbin.
Boo for Baron.
We got Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah!
Rusev Day, which is Rusev in English.
Boo.
We've got Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil as Titus
Worldwide!
It's always fun to say that.
It is.
We've got the new Intercontinental Champion, The Miz.
Boo.
We've got the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Hopefully he comes out as number 10 this year. We've got the whole entirety of the New Day, so that's Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods.
It's a new day! Yes, it is! Boom.
And then finally, Roman Reigns. So
Boo for Roman.
Roman Reigns is in the match, and I don't want to see him win it again. So
Lanes.
So yeah. So out of the choices, Elias, Randy Orton, Shinsuke, John Cena, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, Rusev Day, Titus Worldwide, The Miz, Ty Dillinger, and Roman Reigns. Who do you think will win the match? And if you have any suggestions or who you think might return in that match, feel free to also add
I
them.
will tell you. I'm going to tell you why. I want my buddy, I've always liked this guy, Carlito to return. And I want to see him win the match. That would be great. Or if not win, just be in the match. That would be marking out hardcore, man. Because I've always liked Carlito. And the other guy I want to see return, and Dylan and Robbie will agree, Eugene.
Yeah,
yeah, I want to see Eugene return. And to win the match, yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because him versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania would be a great match.
That's cool. So actually, we have some live viewers with us too. We have a Jack Holloway and a Charlie Wyke. Pardon me if I get the names wrong. They're watching and they comment. Jack says, "What do you think of Zayn?" Charlie says, "Yo man, # John Cena." Jack says, "Do you think Kane is a threat?" Jack also says, "What does Royal Runner? I'm guessing he means Royal Rumble start. Need to know." And then he fixed it by saying Royal Rumble. I swear to God, don't air me. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to say, do I think Kane is a threat? Not so much as Braun Strowman would be. Um, what do I think about Sami Zayn? He's all right. He's pretty good. Um, but I don't think he's winning the WWE title. And Royal Rumble starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time if you're living in Canada, or I believe the States as well. Pre-show would start at 5 o'clock. So yeah. So thank you guys for obviously tuning in and leaving your comments. I was actually going to say whoever is watching can leave their comments in the live chat that we have going on right now. Um,
Yes, thank you guys for leaving comments and watching this tonight.
so yeah, now back to our predictions though. The female Royal Rumbles match, because I'm pretty sure we're done talking about the men's.
Well, who do you think's going to return, Robbie? And who do you?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You
Return.
never really said who you wanted to see return in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for that?
I'd like to see maybe Road Dogg return. He was on Raw 25. Road Dogg's always a good choice for sure. Who else? Eugene, of course, would be a good one.
Maybe MVP because he was there.
Yeah, he was on Raw 25. MVP is a good choice. It's tough. It's tough to choose. Jeff Hardy might come back and return. Jack wants me to find out if I know what time it's starting in the UK. I will find that out by searching that up right now. Right. Does the 2018 Royal Rumble start in the UK? Okay, pulling up the Daily Start. Maybe they'll give me input as to what time it will start at in the UK. Not though. I don't know who else I think might make an appearance. Like I said, obviously, Aleister Black, possibly from NXT. But yeah, I can't see anything for start times for the UK. Maybe I'll look at WWE.com. Maybe they'll have something up there. Or no, never mind. Here's another website that'll potentially tell me. Sun. Reading up on. I'm guessing that's coming from your end, Sean?
Yes, it is. Can you see it?
Okay. I'm just looking at this right now. Okay. So, for the UK, you can watch the Royal Rumble. Pre-show starts at 10 p.m. with the main card set to start at midnight. So, there you have it. I hope you guys obviously enjoy the Royal Rumble from the UK, and I don't know where Charlie's from, but hope you enjoyed too. And back to the topic. Maybe the Boogeyman returns again at the Rumble because he was on Raw 25. Maybe he comes back again, does something. Who knows? I can't really think of what big stars I'd like to see come back besides, Road Dogg. That'd be cool. Jeff Hardy. R-Truth, he's injured but could return. I wanted to see Drew McIntyre make his main roster second, I guess, debut or whatever, or his main roster return, I should say. But he's injured, so I can't really put him in that mix. But yeah, Sean, if you want, we can move on to the Women's Royal Rumble match now.
Yes, that'll be a great match. I can't wait to see that match.
For sure. There's been 18 out of the 30 entrants have been announced as of today. So I guess it's just been updated as of today. Well, same with yesterday's. Same with the men's Royal Rumble. They're current as of today. So we have Naomi, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Natalia, Sasha Banks, Bailey, Andy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Tamina, Lana, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickey James, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke. Um, and also Paige, which was originally announced for her participation in the Royal Rumble, but now that she is out with another neck injury and possibly career-ending injury, she will not be, unfortunately. But Sean, who do you think may return, and who's your prediction on winning the whole 30 women Royal Rumble, first ever?
I want to see like Lita possibly return. Like Lita could return, or Trish Stratus, or other great names like that. Maybe Chris. I know this would never happen, but Christy Hemme. That would be a great return. Do you see this, Robbie? All the superstars.
Um, yeah, I see that.
So yeah, but winning the match, probably Asuka. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Actually, she has uh, great potential. Obviously, she's on a huge undefeated streak, and I don't see her losing a big star-studded matchup like this. This is the Royal Rumble we're talking about here, and I mean this isn't just any singles match, so it's obviously uh, not kind of gonna affect Asuka's winning streak, but having her lose or having her eliminated at the same time is also not really smart in WWE's favor. So having her win would be the smartest thing. Having her go up against whoever the women's champion at WrestleMania may be at that time, whether it's Alexa Bliss or someone else that may be holding on to it. Um, for returns or even debuts or surprise entrants, Ronda Rousey. She's with the Performance Center right now, training and everything, and she could be making an appearance at the Rumble sooner rather than later, obviously. Karma, I'd like to see possibly her return. Maybe Brie Bella. Um, Nikki Bella, if she's in it, that'd be cool too. Nikki's obviously my favorite out of the Bella twin. Um,
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
I know why. It's all good.
Not gonna lie. Come on now, Sean. We all know it's Nikki Bella here.
Yeah, Nikki Bella. Yeah, yeah. Maybe
Gonna be
Tori Wilson returning, or Kelly Kelly.
potentially Kelly. That would be cool.
She was on Raw 25.
Yeah. Someone who wasn't on Raw 25, and like I agree with you, Lita. Maybe they're saving her up for the Rumble and giving her a huge pop with her coming out at the Rumble. That would be cool. Trish Stratus, maybe.
She was on Raw, I guess. Yeah,
She was on Raw, yeah, but I mean, appearance in the Rumble, that's always possible too. Um, so yeah, it's great to see that we have obviously comments with the live chat going on right now.
Any other comments? You can read them right now if there is.
There's nothing else. That's basically everything with the comments. I mean, if you have any comments before we end this, and
Feel free to put them in now, and we'll give you guys your names and shoutouts. We'll do shoutouts to you guys.
yeah, and I don't know why the category for this video is set to comedy. This isn't comedy at all, but okay, I'm gonna have to change that afterwards
It's a comedy, guys.
if I can. I mean, um, yeah, Royal Rumble Sunday night in Canada. Here it's 7 p.m. start time, 5 for the pre-show. UK, like I said, 10 p.m. is the pre-show, and 12 midnight would be the 12 midnight would be the main card. And I'm assuming the UK is ahead of us, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously they'd be getting it before us. in a sense. So that's always, I guess, cool. Well, no, technically, where we are to where they are, it'll be that current time. So we're technically all watching it possibly at the same time, I believe, but I'm not too sure.
Different time zones everywhere.
Yeah, time zones, always fun. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, I was gonna go on YouTube and change the uh,
To a comedy.
change the category from comedy to sports or something like that, or even blogs, podcasts, or whatever. Um, let's see. Has anyone else commented though? Nope, no one else has commented. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you, Sean, for being on the podcast.
Yeah, no problem. Stay tuned to this upcoming Saturday for the main event podcast with my co-host here, Big Rob, Robbie Diltz, Big R. I am going to have NWX wrestler, returning guest, Chris Lambert, going to be on my podcast. So stay tuned for Chris Lambert as we chatted up with him. And we ask him what his thoughts are on the whole Take tournament and stuff that's going on now with NWX. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Saturday.
And also, stay tuned this upcoming Friday as I have indie superstar known for his work with MWO recently, and that would be Millennials Wrestling Organization. His work with, I believe, Alpha One.
Yes, Alpha One. Yep, he's been there. I've seen him.
BMD, Brett Michael David. That would be one of Connor's favorites, I'd have to say. I was joking around with him today, saying that it was his favorite indie wrestler right now, of course, and he likes to boo or like I should say, cheer and jeer BMD. I'm sure Connor is going to enjoy that for sure. What else? Make sure to go like Main Event Podcast page on Facebook, along with Big Rob's Little Podcast Facebook page. Follow Big Rob's Little Podcast on Twitter at official BRLP. It's not letting me change the category, which is upsetting.
I will have a Twitter name soon. I'll get my cousin to help me out make one. So
yeah, I can figure it. Oh, there we go. I found it. So
for the podcast.
Do I want to say sports or should I say people in blogs?
Vlogs.
People in blogs or vlogs or whatever, because it's a podcast. So there we go. Changes have been saved. That's it for Big Rob's Little Podcast number 28. As like I said before, not going to put the name of the podcast in the title of the video anymore because you already know what it is by now. This has been a great year for Big Rob's Little Podcast. My page has 49 likes as of now. Let's get that to 50. But yeah, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you again, Sean, for taking the time to be on the podcast. We're going to Too Sweet.
No problem, buddy. I'm glad you have me on here. Let's end this with the Too Sweet.
Too Sweet.